drinking alcohol to avoid initiating sex. Alcohol can become a convenient reason, especially when we're experiencing erection problems or performance anxiety. First of all, when it comes to having a date or meeting with a partner or having a night in with our partner, we can start to drink alcohol because it takes away these worries or the intensity of what if it happens again? What if I can't get hard? Or we feel, let's say going out on a date, we don't feel confident as ourselves, and alcohol just gives this extra bit of edge. And then it also becomes a convenient reason if the night develops, the evening progresses, we couldn't have sex because we just drank too much. I couldn't get hard because it would have been impossible. I just had way too much. And so there's this loop that starts to happen. It becomes an avoidance behavior, an avoidance strategy. We drink to to lower the intensity of the voice, the what if voices go around in our mind. And then we cross the threshold and drink too much, or say that we've drank too much, so that it becomes a convenient reason of why we couldn't get hard that evening. And the whole time inside, we have this sinking feeling of shame and of guilt because we know that we're using it as a cover-up. How do we break out of this cycle? Because first, we know this is not good for our body. Second, we know this is not good for our mind. And I believe if you're watching this, there's a part of you that knows something needs to shift here, that things can't continue this way. Because quite frankly, things don't go in a good direction. If we continue dependent on alcohol to feel less stressed when it comes to sex and intimacy, that doesn't go in a good direction. So how do we change it? Well, the first step is to understand what's going on, what's at the bottom of erection challenges and performance anxiety. So that you can do exactly that, I've developed a free performance anxiety quiz. This is 10 yes or no questions based on my own experience and from hundreds of guys that I've spoken to and worked with around the world. This will show you if this is performance anxiety or if it's something else. This is the very first place to start so that we can get to the bottom of this. If that sounds good to you, then in the comments below, you will see a link to the performance anxiety quiz. When you click on this link, it will take you straight to the page where you can access those 10 yes or no questions and see what your score is. Now, I've kept this version of the quiz for the first 800 men that access it. That may sound like a lot, but 638 guys have already taken this version of the quiz. So be sure to head below and get access so that you can take this version and get to the bottom of what's going on, so that ultimately you can avoid this feeling of having to default to alcohol when you know that you want to change that. Head below now, I'll see you at the quiz.